AV, I need you to get here, bro. Running, maybe.
Hey, what's up guys, your boy Conversational here. Welcome back to the channel. This is my full review on the Lamzu Atlantis mouse. Alright, first let's talk about the shape. Unfortunately, I do not have the XM1 anymore, and I'm just going to show you guys this graph from ELO's shape as a comparison. The Atlantis shape is very close to the XM2 shape, but it's not completely one-to-one. I have a 19 by 10 hand size, and this is how I grip the Atlantis. I personally think that the shape of the Atlantis is actually really good for claw and relaxed claw. The hump is in the middle and then it slopes down, and it has quite a bit of a it has a lot of contact on my on the backside of my palm, and the front flare doesn't look like it's aggressive. However, if you look closely, the middle part of the side of the mouse where my thumb sits and my ring finger, my pinky finger sits, is not flat and it goes inward. So when you hold the mouse, it feels slimmer in hand, and this also makes the mouse easier to pick up. Overall, it's a very nice shape. This mouse weighs in at 55 grams. It's also very well balanced. It doesn't feel dense. My hands sweats a little bit, and I found this mouse to be grippy. It doesn't have any coating. I don't think you need grips on this mouse unless you really have a dry hands. And on my copy, when I try to shake the mouse, tiny bit of rattle coming from the scroll wheel, but when I put my finger on the scroll wheel, the rattle is gone. So for the build quality, it's great. I find something, some issues on it. There's no side flex or anything like that. However, if you put ample amount of pressure on the rear flare, you can make this mouse produce a popping sound. I don't think this is a big deal because normally your finger doesn't really touch this part of the mouse, and given the size and the weight of the Atlantis, sometimes there's just a compromise with the strength of the shell. This is not a small mouse, guys. This is only 55 grams. Only has holes at the bottom, and it's just not like, a GPX, for example. This one has a little bit of side flex to the body. My mouse 1 and mouse 2 has a little side play and has some pre-travel and post-travel. This mouse is using Huano blue shell pink dots. And man, the clicks on this mouse is insanely good. One of my favorite clicks so far. The side buttons has a little pre-travel and post-travel. Mouse button 3 is very easy to actuate. Scroll wheel uses TTC Gold. However, I'm not a big fan of the implementation because it feels slightly loose and the steps aren't as defined. Comparing it to the Pulsar X2 scroll wheel that also uses TTC Gold, the extra scroll wheel is actually so much better because it's more defined and tighter. I don't really have any issues with the Lamzu Atlantis scroll wheel. I have my jump bited on my wheel up, and I don't have any issues b-hopping in CSGO or tap strafing in Apex Legends. It feels very close to the GPX scroll wheel, to be honest. Here's the sound test. The bottom of the mouse has a similar design to the X2. There's some holes on it, but on the Atlantis, it's transparent. It's a see-through design, and I think it looks pretty cool. You can also see the clean solders and your battery. The skates on this mouse is actually very good. This is probably one of the best stock skates out there. It's pure PTFE and the edges are rounded. It looks like Tiger Arc 1s, to be honest with you. It's very smooth and has a nice glide on it. You also get a DPI button right here. And on the other side, this one lights up. It's an indicator. Basically just tells you what DPI you're on depending on the color. Refer to the manual provided in the box. This mouse comes in with a paracord like cable, but it's not flexible. However, it's angled up, and when you use it on a bungee while charging, it doesn't have any cable drag or whatsoever, and it's pretty nice actually. It also comes with this extender dongle, but it doesn't have any rubber base, and I find it to be sliding all over the place. In the box, you also get a pouch, extra sets of skates, one glass, and one PTFE. I believe that you only get glass skates if you're in the initial 1,000 buyers. You know, they kind of give you this glass skates as a gift. It's a nice touch. You know, I appreciate extra PTFE skates inside the box, especially with the $90 price tag of this mouse. You get so much for $90. The Atlantis is equipped with the new 3395 sensor and is very flawless. The wireless tech is insanely good. Absolutely no lags or jitters, and I'm not even using the extender dongle. Here's some clips of me using this mouse.
Dinked one.
Oh, you're cracked.
Good shit, brother.
You goated.
I'm good. Got it. You dropped that winner on his head.
I'm not quite sure if this mouse has motion sync turned on by default. This is what the software looks like, and it looks OEM. It doesn't have any turn on or off motion sync feature, but maybe in the future updates. But you also get adjustable debounce, adjustable LOD, and macros. In terms of efficiency, I get about 55 hours to 65 hours of battery life with a full charge. Overall, I had a really great time using the Lamzu Atlantis mouse. The shape is very good and the performance is flawless. This mouse retails for 90 US dollars, but if you're in EU, it's going to be 110 euros at Max Gaming. I think the $90 price tag is very solid for what you're getting, although I have no idea how the QC is going to be when they start mass producing this, and how the RMA process is going to be like as well. Despite the fact that this is Lamzu's first mouse release, I'm actually very impressed on the Atlantis. It's a very solid mouse. I highly recommend this mouse if you claw or relax claw grip. I give this mouse a 4 out of 5 rating. That's pretty much it in today's video. Don't forget to subscribe.